There's like 6 wireless mice on this desk.
You never know when you might need to just rapidly switch mice.
Maybe you're just not feeling one mouse today, and now you're feeling the other mouse.
It's gonna be nosy.
This is honestly so annoying that I can buy an almost $200 headset and have to get a second model of it and it still fucks up.
Jeez. Sorry, man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried burning the business down?
Can't burn down Xbox.
We could if we tried really hard.
Like, it's their new top of the line headset and it's absolute fucking garbage.
Oh no.
With the Arctic 7X
Kill those
Plus,
guys
whatever,
for you?
sponsored by them.
It sounds like they suck. I would
Hello.
kill those guys for you.
Hello.
Howdy.
This headset is garbage.
I mean, it's a mixed bag. Right now, Ethan's struggling.
There's a lot going
mean-
on.
Struggling.
I can hear y'all from my laptop, it's just annoying on my end,
Yeah.
auditory wise.
Mm-hmm.
The mic was wrong. Why is everybody's mics broken in like a week? What the hell?
Well,
Mine working last night was a fucking miracle, though. I was surprised. I'm just annoyed it didn't continue to work.
I have
You should've
like
just-
6 headsets in my office. I could have lent you one. You should have said something sooner.
I've had problems for the last 3 or 4 sessions, Laura. What? Where have you been?
Probably exhausted and a little drunk.
Exhausted and drunken.
Would you like? I have Razer headset. It's like a few years old, but it still works.
I mean, yeah, if it's compatible with the Mac, I'll give it a go.
Oh, I
That's
don't know
great.
about that. There's your problem. Don't
Yeah.
fucking Mac.
Don't
I'm glad that
fucking
Laura has
Mac.
the same attitude towards Max that I do.
Yeah, like that. They making me use one for work, and it's cancer.
It's
Yeah.
they're.
Yeah, I also hate Macs, but I need it for work.
that's
Yeah.
understandable though.
That's fair. You are correct, but also, fuck Max.
Yeah. I spilled like just a little teeny bit of coffee on mine, and suddenly my touchpad wouldn't work. And I'm like, I have dumped half a cup of coffee on a PC, and it was fine.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's just a regular old shower. I'm pretty sure I've thrown mine down the stairs, and she's still going. Okay, well, I realize some of us are still fighting with bullshit, but otherwise, are we good to go?
I'm good.
I'm okay.
I'm good.
There's so many fidget toys on this desk.
What about the Southerners?
What?
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just putting on lotion and clothes and stuff, you know.
Okay, you do you.
Everything.
And Ethan's still
I'm-
fighting with his
I'm
headset?
also, I mean, I will continue fighting it, but I'm here.
Okay.
Fight the good fight, precious.
When we last left off, you had joined a young half-elf named Awen on their trip out to the docks for the headmistress of the Ashenhurst Academy. You'd barely made it clear of the city before you had been attacked by a ghoulish creature and its thralls. Now, with the threat seemingly dealt with, you are left to recover from your battle. Awen can be seen fixing the fit of their armor, which, while protective, now seems just a little bit too big for them. They are resetting how the chest piece is aligned to their body and reaching to retighten the straps by their ribs. When secured again, they will look over all of you with an expression that reads a little uneasy, almost guilty. Are any of you still hurt? Please, let me help.
Actually, if I can help everyone all at once, if you would come closer.
I am a little bit injured, but it's it's not the end of the world at all.
I'll walk up to everybody, and as I do, I'll start plucking away at my harp, and it sounds like a soft little lullaby, and you all kind of feel this, like, nice warmth from it. And I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
And it gets everybody that's close to me. Which I'm pretty much gonna make sure that I'm in the radius of everyone. So everybody will get... Peace out. Everybody will get 14 points of healing.
Nice.
Ooh,
Holy
very
moly.
nice.
It's a 2d8 plus 4.
Those don't roll over if we don't need all of
Yeah.
those.
No, it's just whatever you need.
It's fine.
How much was that again?
14.
Oh, well, yeah, that is just enough.
Ew.
Hey, you get back here, you bitch.
Whoa.
Just gave you. What?
Nothing. Well, like, coming back, it was a joke, but then it
Oh.
happened.
You were just so garbled and distant that like,
I'm in my bathroom and I have a
Okay.
food, but it's fine. We're all fine.
it just sounded like panicked screaming.
That works too.
All 14 back.
Yes.
Okay. Should maybe have opened this earlier, but I did not.
Is it Roll20?
It's not actually.
No.
Is it a character app?
Yes,
Whoopsies.
because somebody got a bit fucked up.
Yeah.
Does Awen still look a little hurt?
They certainly do. But
Oh, no.
once the warm magic fades, you see them set their hands on their chest, and there's a red light that kind of emanates from their hands, and you watch as the bruises kind of fade. For 40 points of lay on hands.
Holy fuck!
Christ.
Mm.
Yeah, we were in rough shape.
I was gonna walk up and give them a little pat on the shoulder for a whole 5 hit points, but I guess that works too.
I was also gonna like, no, that's fine, it's good. It's good, I fucking 40 points.
Yeah, they were down almost 51 hit points by the end of that.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Jesus Christ.
I guess
really
other
never
people
thanked you so
were
much.
actually in a fight and not chasing someone the entire time.
That's called a real tank.
Okay.
Also, knowing now that the ghoul has a movement speed of 60 feet, Darby was never gonna catch it.
No, but listen, they
If it's
certainly
bad, you
would
take
have
off.
wasted their action to try.
Oh, you would have had to play the chase song in the background.
I mean, that's what was playing in my head as they did the big old loop.
Yeah.
The yakety sax.
Ewan, if you don't mind me asking, are these ghouls normal on your trips to pick up things?
Jesus Christ. Not usually. Uh, I, these trips are generally quiet. I've not seen ghouls like that, but I've certainly seen other sorts of monsters. I'm so sorry. This was probably all my fault. If you're all well and good, let's keep going.
I'm okay with that. Let's keep going.
And they will push on down the path.
Is there a reason that you think this is your fault?
If you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about it.
Of course.
It could also be our fault. Things tend to happen around us, and maybe it's us. Who knows?
Maybe. Things tend to happen around me too. Kind of think I'm bad
Oh,
luck
well.
sometimes.
Well, consider it good luck that you had us with you on this particular one.
suppose that's a good way of looking at it. I'll try not to think of it as bad luck that I put, my charges in danger.
Okay, Papa.
But you are. And they just put their head down and keep walking. You continue the trek along the winding path, down somewhat of an incline, through trees that are knitted close together. Is there anything you are doing on the way?
Oh, there was one thing.
So,
Can I put copper pieces on all the eyes of all the dead people?
If you have the copper,
not
yes.
not the ghouls. Yeah,
The ghoul.
not the
Fuck the
ghoul.
ghoul.
is
I mean,
So Relm, I imagine, hangs out by the back of the pack for a few seconds longer just to make sure that all of the thralls have copper pieces on their eyes.
we're gonna kind of hang back with Realm just in case anything else pops up out of the ground or the trees or something.
Okay.
you know how many people there or thralls there were?
There were 4,
Okay.
and they are all super dead.
That's the best kind of dead when there is a bad guy.
How many of them have eye sockets left that we can put copper pieces on?
All of them, despite probably having bruised and burned faces, still have a semblance of a skull. You can figure out which ones, where the eyes went. Okay.
The Star
I
Killer
never
can see you
left.
now, doing the opposite of grave robbing.
I'm very confused by the moral code.
By the what?
Beginning.
The moral code.
Oh.
I'm mostly joking.
But the 6 of you continue along the path. The trip is short and quiet. Around you, you can hear the chirping birds and rustling of the canopy as wind blows through the trees. And it isn't long before the trees start to thin, and through the gaps between their trunks, you can see Lake Ormer. You descend a little further. There are a couple meager docks that stretch out and away from the shallows. But the more notable thing as you approach the shore is the thin 2-story building set just in front of the twin docks, leaving just enough space for a carriage to be hauled up and to be close to both the docks and that building. There is a figure on the end of one of those docks, an elder human man who turns towards you as you walk out of the tree line. You see him pick himself up a little slowly, stiffly, grabbing a gnarled cane from the dock beside him, and he starts to limp towards you, using the cane as support. He greets you at the end of the path, a wide smile on his face, missing teeth, little white stubble on his jaw and his cheeks, and a pair of friendly green eyes, his face creasing up as he smiles. Awen, good to see you again. And you've brought friends this time. I'm so glad that you're not still traveling alone. I know you always say you can handle it, but the woods get tricky, and people worry about you. I imagine you guys did a good job keeping them safe all the way here, right? And he looks at all of you.
We
Yes,
did do our
that's
best.
manageable, right?
Well, I'm Old Men Shenga. I man these docks. I receive the packages that come in across the lake, and Awen comes by now and again to pick them up and get them safely to Ashenhurst. I can't say I've never seen him arrive with you. Who are you?
My name is
Hello,
Brynn.
I am Darby.
I am Vaughn.
Oh, Millingbrew?
Yes, Von Millingbrew, the one and only.
Ah, well, glad you came. I actually have something for you.
Ooh.
Oh. What would that be? What do you have?
hang on. And you see him turn and he goes to hobble into the building. Awen's sort of just shuffling in place. He's gone for a few minutes and then returns with a small crate sort of lumped under his arm. And Awen is quick to scatter forward, take the crate from him, and carry it the rest of the way at his side. Sometimes mail comes in from, the surrounding cities that uses the lake for transport. And I was just packing away all of the things for this trip, and I saw that name, Van Millingbrew, on a letter. Just came in from Ormershire.
Shire. Huh. Well, I'm glad I could make that delivery a little easier.
Well, I had hoped it would find you one way or another. The postman said that you had left for Ashenhurst and was hoping to catch you here. And he'll reach into the crate that Awen is holding and pull out a weathered letter for you and hand it to you.
Yeah.
And you recognize the penmanship. It's somebody trying to be fancy, but, maybe not with the best handwriting.
Yes, he will tuck that letter away for now.
The rest of this is mostly letters and packages for the residents of Ashenhurst. If you could just make sure it gets safely to the academy, I know Starkiller will make sure that they all get distributed to where they need to go.
So, Awen, you collect the mail from here.
Sometimes it's mail, sometimes it's cargo, food, crops, things that people don't want to send through the woods and would rather take the safer trek over the water.
Understandable.
This time, Sanvi was expecting some kind of package, and just wanted to make sure it got here okay. And you can see them just sort of flipping through all the documents in the crate.
Well, is this all that you needed then?
I know, it seems like a lot of fuss for just a little errand.
Things happen.
What is with
It's
that
not really out of our
noise?
control. What noise?
Relm just
Did you
starts
guys hear that?
screaming from the back. What is with that noise?
Well, are you okay?
Incredibly loud.
Do you still hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in the
Is it
music.
melody?
It's part of the
See,
music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
It's
was like, it
it's
sounds
it's
like ghosts.
ambiance. No, it's forest
Ambiance.
ambiance.
Just hanging
This
out,
mission is
listening to
awesome.
everybody chit chat, and goes, "What is that noise?"
Oh no, no.
No, he's used to keeping mysterious noises to himself.
It's when it's a new noise. It's a little alarming.
This one may have been a little bit different.
I apologize. I didn't mean for it to sound like it was some sort of inconvenience. I was just wondering if we were finished here and needed to head back.
In a moment. But I mean, hey, this is just less for us to carry back. I thought we were carrying back like arms and arms of luggage. So yeah, I'll take it.
If there are a lot of packages, do you carry them all by yourself?
I typically do. If I'm expecting a bigger delivery, I'll bring a cart with me and haul it myself.
Can't imagine
Impressive.
it's much problems. You were very skilled back there in strength.
Well, I guess you pick up a thing or two, being a mailman.
You learned all of that just to be a mailman.
And they just kind of chuckle a little nervously. Well, this is all I needed. If we're all set, we can say goodbye to Shenga and be on our way.
Lovely to meet you.
Your dogs are beautiful.
Why, thank you. Now, you kids be safe. And he'll go hobble back down the docks, and you watch it's a slow process, but he'll sit down on the end, his feet dangling over the water, and pick up a little fishing rod, cast it into the lake.
Off we go.
You know, being a dockmaster seems kind of nice. You just
Thanks.
fish. Lean back.
I'm sure he had a much more busy life in his youth, but in terms of retirement, this isn't too bad of a gig.
Not at all. I think it's quite nice.
And you turn and start back to the path that will return you to Ashenhurst. The docks kind of fading behind you, and those of you that cast a last look can see another ship starting to appear on the horizon, sailing for the docks.
Does it have a crest on it or something?
Make a perception check.
What? Why are you
daylight, by the way.
pffing? Why are you pffing me? I was curious. Does the ship have a
Because-
crest of some kind?
It's a ship way in the distance. It's just coming over the horizon. So if you make a perception check, you can try and see if it's got a crest on it.
The first one was a natural 20. The
Uh-huh.
second one's 11.
So you squint your eyes against the daylight, trying to pick out any details. I poofed because it's a great distance.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Like, they're
closer than
not-
that.
No, no, it's like you can just sort of see the sails, and you can see kind of a dark shape of, and deduce that a ship is approaching.
What do your elf eyes see, Brynn?
It's daylight.
A boat.
The sun.
I'm blind.
I wanted to see if it had a crest, but it's still too far away, and I don't do well in sunlight.
I mean, if
My
you
eyes
really-
hurt.
That's so cute.
And I rub my eyes. I'm just gonna rub them. I'll be like, oh, it's fine. We'll just go. Let's just go.
So you start back for town, and the return is quiet. It's peaceful in contrast to what had happened when you tried to leave. Your guide is quiet for much of the journey, fidgeting with the drawstring of their rucksack and keeping their eyes diligently on the road. Is there anything you're doing on your return before you get back to the settlement while you're still in the woods?
Yeah.
It-
Fawn's gonna lean over towards Brynn in a moment of privacy between the two and say, "Hey, you can't just say you did all that just to be a mailman. You can't just tell people that."
But that's what he said. But
Yes, but you were a-
literally what he said.
You know how that sounded.
No.
No, I don't.
Actually, I don't.
It's a great profession. That's all.
Did you see? You saw everything that he did. Did you not?
Yes.
To be, I don't know. It just seems suspicious. I'm not going to. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to dodge that. It was very bluntly. He has very many skills.
You know what? You're right. It's fine. It's fine. And he's gonna. And he'll break away again.
I'm gonna look so perplexed, like I don't know what I said wrong.
I rolled a perception check to see if Awen would overhear any of this. It was a natural one, so they're straight up
Oh.
in space.
Eowyn,
Hmm.
do you know anything about King Casper's ruins?
Sort of depends. What are you hoping to learn?
Well, we recently discovered that some people had made their way there. And I'm just wondering if there was a reason that someone might go to said ruins. And if
Ah.
they're dangerous.
Well, I'd say just about anywhere in the Wishing Wood is a little bit dangerous. It's not advisable to travel through them alone, even close to Ashenhurst as we are. The ruins themselves, I've been, but not inside. Adventurers seem to think there's treasure still left over in there from, the king King's crusade, I suppose.
Have you ever heard of any deaths happening in said ruins by people who left Ashenhurst to go see them?
I can't say I've confirmed a death, but I've certainly heard people heading in that direction that I've never seen again. But to be fair, there's plenty of people I see once and never see again.
See.
You fancy yourselves treasure hunters?
Not so much that as we're going to check the ruins out for another reason.
And what other reasons do a group of adventurers have to go check out ruins that could be dangerous?
I'm gonna look around to the group.
Uh,
Tracing a few steps, following a few clues. There's things that we're looking for that we may find along the path of those ruins that may not necessarily be the treasure, but answers.
No. I suppose it would be a little bit of an intrusive thing for me to ask what sort of questions you're asking that point you in that direction.
it is a very long story
Just
with
going to say it's a very long story.
lots of twists and turns and open ends. It is. I don't really even understand all of it, if I'm honest, but it's a lot.
It's all right. Say no more. It's none of my business.
Do you often make the trek alone, even though you said just yourself that it's dangerous to go alone in these woods?
I try to go alone as often as I can. Anytime I can avoid putting other people in danger is a good thing to me. But Sanvi, she worries. So anytime she spots somebody capable, then she likes to send them with me just to make sure.
You said that you've been to King Casper's ruins recently. You've been to them before, just not inside.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you might be able to guide us to?
Uh, in theory, yes. If I'm perfectly honest, I prefer not to take groups of people any more distance than the docks and back.
Is it? Well, never mind. I don't wish to make you uncomfortable.
Appreciate that. And I kind of give you a little side smile.
Well, would you be able to at least point us in the right direction then?
I could give you a map, but
That would be lovely.
I just caution you about maps and the Wishing Woods.
Did they get all weird? And
Aye, the woods do.
Like the paths may not remain the same.
Mm-hmm. You just have to be aware that the woods kind of have a mind of their own.
Is there anything I can do to convince you to come with us then? Some money, a promise.
You look
think they
uncomfortable
worry.
now.
I think
Make
they
a persuasion
just
check.
worry.
Can I step in and assist?
Sure. How are you assisting?
I'll say, I'm sorry, she does not need to push so hard. It is just that we are seeking someone who is there, someone very dear to me, and that is the last known direction where she was seen going. So
Okay. Make your persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, much better. 17.
So again, they look a little uncomfortable as Solace speaks. The expression breaks a little bit. you can see kind of a heartache. And they say, if you would give me a little time to think about it.
Of course.
Not your problem. Be willing to stop putting yourself.
I cannot hear you.
Yeah, you're so
Very
quiet.
quiet. Very quiet.
Hang on, I'll turn it up again.
It's the Solace voice. You get
Yeah, it's
the
Solace.
Mike struggles with Solace.
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
eat your microphone.
Who's gonna like? Yeah. All my stuff is cranked up as high as I can go. So yeah, I'll just have to like eat my microphone. I'm gonna crank up my sensitivity a little bit more, and if you guys just hear my keyboard like a shotgun, let me know.
Keep
If
us
I
on our
sc-
toes.
Yeah, if we all like jump and scream, shotgun.
Sound.
It's
Someone's got a
fine. I type really fast, y'all. I type really fast.
Get back.
Yeah, if you would just give me some time to think about it. I understand it's important to you. And I don't want you to think I don't care.
All right, so Solace will nod her thanks, and then she will immediately change the subject to make it slightly less awkward. And she'll do some inane small talk, like asking where she's from and that kind of thing.
You did mention retirement. What did you do before you
Yeah.
retired?
I'm walking along with no idea that I said weird things.
We are throwing pieces of pocket sausage into the sky.
God.
For the bird. There's a bird up there.
So yeah, Darby is feeding Isra by throwing
It's
sausage
enrichment
into
time.
the sky. Well, I technically didn't retire. It was Shenga who did. I assume he was an adventurer before he settled at the docks. But I guess if I think about it, I kind I'm just in a transitional period, I suppose. Not quite retired yet.
Fair enough.
Oh fuck, my perception is +7. I didn't add
the
it to that
dark,
roll.
baby.
That last roll was like an 11, but I didn't add my actual skill, so it would have been an 18, but it's fine. We're way over that. Just fucking realized it.
I mean, you would have been able to deduce that it's probably a small ship.
It's a small ship.
It's a small ship
Small
coming
ship, guys. Okay, sorry, keep going. I just...
in. Well, your conversation starts to trail off, and it's around this time that you see the log wooden walls of Ashenhurst ahead through the trees. The construction of wood is probably deliberate because they almost seem to blend into the forest, and unless you really know what you're looking for, it's difficult to realize you're about to walk into a wall. You return to a city that is quiet. The sun is starting to set and washing everything in an orange glow. Shops are shuttering for the evening, and it seems that the settlement remains untouched by any kind of dangers outside the walls. Awen will walk you to the academy and shadow you to your dorms. Say, despite everything, I do appreciate the company. I apologize for, well, I don't know how to explain what I'm sorry for. I'm sorry.
I don't
Well-
think you have anything to be sorry for.
If anything, we
Things
were happy
happen.
to make sure you were safe getting there.
Exactly. I hope our presence did not make you at all uncomfortable, but I hope that we were good company, as you said.
An old friend of mine used to say, discomfort is important. Helps you grow a little bit. Sorry, that was weird. Have a good night, everybody.
No, it wasn't weird. My dad says stuff
they
like
have
that all the
pivoted
time.
on their heel, and their head is down, and they are speed walking
Oh
away.
god. Oh god.
Oh no.
I
think
feel
we
like
Clearly
that's
somebody
became
else
friends.
said something. It's not just me.
Solace follows them and puts a hand on their arm and like kind of tugs on their sleeve gently. And she just reassuringly says, "Don't worry, there's nothing you could say to this group that could be any stranger than what they've already said to each other."
That's a very strange comfort, but thank you.
It is the best comfort I have to offer. We are many of us outcasts and not always the best at social situations, as you may have noticed earlier.
Well,
Not naming names or anything.
I don't know what you're talking about.
that's all right.
Did all that
I
just,
am not really the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to social interactions either.
Then you're in good company, and it's all right.
Thank you. I'll come by in the morning and help you guys. I don't know. I'm supposed to guide you or something, but I mean around the city, not to the tomb.
Right. No, you're
Around the
thinking
city.
about that, and that's okay. Around the city would be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you, and sorry, and thank you, and they go.
She
Fucking
smiles
adore
as
them.
reassuringly as possible.
I
I
walk
adore
into the
them.
room.
That's so sad.
So you are left to your dorms for the evening. It seems that you are alone. Your neighbors kind of quiet as people settle in for the evening. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, what's our plan of action now? I've kind of just... Things have
What
gotten
are we
jumbled.
doing?
What are we doing?
I mean, we
What
still
is
need
it
the
that-
rest of the money from what's his name.
Can I do it? I think I used all my spell slots.
It's
I mean,
we
we-
don't hit. He's coming back eventually, probably. It's fine.
Right now, but you also mentioned.
I have one spell slot
Okay.
left for sending.
I wouldn't bother him. It's
Well, we talked about you perhaps contacting your adoptive mother.
About
Just a
the-
reminder
Yeah.
about the
right.
boxes. Not that you need to feel obligated. It's just a reminder
Okay.
that
I could do that before we call it an evening. What do we want to say exactly?
I think that we were going to ask about the boxes the box that she gave you.
Yeah. Yes. I'm just trying to think of precise things that we can say because I only have so many words that I can use.
What's in the box?
What's in
I
the
mean, that
box?
is a good start. It's what? Hey, mom, what's in the box?
Yeah.
In 25 words or less.
O'Dowd's gone. Do they know the O'Dowds are gone?
No, I don't know if she does. I could say that.
Just
That
let her
could
know
be-
that your mission has got a little complicated and see what she can do to assist.
You could say that the O'Dowds have gone missing.
Hmm.
Although
That's
that's more words than
I'm
O'Dowd's
gonna have to
gone.
like fly by the seat of my pants.
You could
O'Dowd's
just-
missing. What's in the box?
Yes. You could
Need assistance.
It's
just
really
drop
quite
the
aggressive.
articles
Send
and the
cookies.
adverbs.
Okay.
That is a very efficient way to talk. That's how my dad talked a lot of the time, so you can just drop a lot of those.
I've never been able to do
Every
this with her
antisocial
before.
thing somebody does, Darby's like, yeah, my dad's kind of like that sometimes.
It reminds me of my dad.
All right.
Person shows past us and say, excuse me, my dad used to do.
Someone just pushes them into the wall. It's just like dad.
Okay, so I'm going to send a message to my Mamma Mia.
Mm-hmm.
I'll count your words.
Does Brynn call her mom Mamma Mia?
Mamma
Yeah, what's
Yes.
no, this is important. What does Brynn call her adoptive mother? There was a
She got-
specific.
She calls her Mama because
She
she
insists.
pretty much insists that she calls her Mama.
Yeah, I was thinking there was a story there.
But yeah, just hold on. Okay. Just nervous.
She mentioned her mama wanting to be called Mamma Mia and not liking the formal stuff.
Yeah. Tries to beat the formal stuff out of Brynn constantly. Alright. It's Vaconia. O'Dowd's gone. Haven't found Valil. There's been a development with the package you gave me. How many do I have left?
8,
Birds
I
left.
think.
Sure.
Yeah.
8? Okay. Tell me.
Tell me, not tell us.
Yeah,
Vicky.
I'm so bad at this. About the box?
You can just say about box. You don't need to say the box.
You gotta drop
It's
the
Yeah,
too
drop the
late.
article.
It's too late.
Tell us about the, and that's it.
Tell me.
Two last words.
That's hard.
You have 3 words left.
But it'll be tell us about boxing, and we're gonna get boxing lessons back in the next ending.
I need help.
Maybe we should
Yes.
start writing these down first.
So you
Yes,
project-
met a boy.
Yeah. I did say
Yes,
that we
met
were
another
pushing
boy.
it.
So you project your message into the ether and send it to the mental memory you have of your mama. And it takes a minute, but you hear back. Nia, please don't open the box. Give it to someone you trust. Leave it behind. Please come home safe.
Well, that's very confusing.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the news was good.
She said not to open it. And she said to leave it behind. And she said to come home.
Did she say to come home or out of character? Did she say to come home or to come home safe, like in the future?
Could be taken as either or. I took it as come
Yeah.
home.
Should
I haven't found Valil though.
who is that?
Her
Oh.
brother?
That's my brother.
Oh,
I haven't, sorry, I realized that I haven't really talked to anyone about this. Valil is my brother, and I've been looking for him. And the O'Dowds were apparently sort of part of my searching process. I went to Olmershire in hopes that he might be there, but unfortunately.
sorry. He's missing.
I am too. The last time he went missing for months, and I thought he was dead, and now he's gone again, and I'm upset with him.
He's disappeared before?
That's not intentionally, but I
Do
worry.
you think his previous disappearance might have something to do with the current one?
It might, but that does also sort of involve my parents, my birth parents. So there is a good chance that perhaps they might also be involved in his disappearance, because you don't run from them, not even as their children.
So you think they may have kidnapped it?
Possibly.
Have you ever tried to send? What is his name? Lil?
Valil. Valil.
Okay. Have you ever tried to send your brother a message?
I thought about it, but I'm nervous about.
Of course.
Well, I mean, that is an option we can think about, or you think about.
I don't know. It just
But, I
right
mean-
now. These boxes.
Yeah, the boxes and stone and da. But if you want help finding your brother, and I cannot speak for everyone, but I'm sure we will not mind helping.
Well, I've come this far so far, and we've sort of started this journey together. I can't really leave it half undone. Even
Yeah,
if
but-
my mother wants me to come home.
Well, we'll just have to make sure that everyone is safe and gets home safe.
Yes. So we do know not to open the boxes, though.
Yes. I don't know who we could leave them behind with, and before anyone says, I refuse to give them to Calder. You can give
Let's
your
see.
box to Calder, but I'll keep mine.
On top of that, there are beings looking for these boxes.
That was also true, and other than your mom and Calder, unfortunately, I don't think anyone else and Zombie knows that we have them.
If we are going to leave them with anyone, I would say Sonby, but I also am not very eager to leave them behind just yet. I would like to know more about why your mother would like them to stay closed before we give up on them like that, I suppose.
I'm
I also
curious. I mean, you didn't know anyone. Who did she expect you to find that you could trust?
She wanted me to bring this box to the O'Dowds.
But you told her they were gone. So who else would she have thought you could trust?
I don't know, unfortunately, the messages are very limited, so unless I can go talk to her in person, there's not much that I can do.
I mean, maybe she assumed that on your travels, maybe you've met someone trustworthy. I also, if we leave them with Zombie, I worry about something bad happening to Ashenhurst. Not that I'm sure Starkiller could handle it, but I'm very worried about that happening in a place where there are, like, students and learn. And
Mm-hmm.
Just like to know more about them. And if we deduce that it is very dangerous, perhaps we can look to have them destroyed. But before that, I am hesitant to leave them behind or not in our company.
And we've been told to open at least one of these boxes by the rock that we're carrying around.
Yes. It's mixed messages.
maybe,
I feel like we should trust your mother more than the rock.
I think we...
I too think we
Yeah.
should trust my mother more than
I don't think we know enough about anything. Despite all of the reading we did in the library, I still feel like
We do
don't
know that
know
it
enough.
all sort of comes back to the Rot King.
yes.
There are ties coming back to that, but we have two boxes, right? And I think the rock was talking about not the one that you've been carrying along, but the other one that we found, right?
You wish to
Is that not what we deduced from our reading?
Yeah, because the other one...
I have so many things about them.
I think we should open one of these.
My brain!
I hesitate to open them without knowing more as well.
I do really want to open. But
I mean, we could perhaps open the box from the crypt.
We could open
But-
Darby's
Your
box.
mother. Perhaps, or we could wait until the morning and you could tell your mother that you found another box and see what she says to that. She
That's
doesn't
true.
know yet that there are two.
Perhaps, I know the words are limited, but perhaps she could tell you why she wants them left behind. I know that
Yes.
might take a longer conversation than what you're limited with message, but we don't know much. We don't know anything, it seems.
I can try to send one in the morning.
And we do know that Risky, her boss, wants this box as well. I think there are a couple, a couple of this box.
There's a couple.
I think that
players
her
on the
boss-
board.
I worry that her boss was Klaus. We already know he went to look for them. She told us right where she pointed us right into a trap. I don't know.
She sent us where we needed to go to get concrete evidence.
I think we
We
knew
did.
all along it was going to be a trap. Klaus had a few steps ahead of us. So,
Yeah, I don't think we should do anything tonight other than marinate in all of the new knowledge that.
it seems like it's constant knowledge. I'm one for books, but it's a lot that we're picking up on.
I just feel like we have so many mysteries and very little answers to anything.
So
And
what
I will say
shall we-
this before
Go ahead.
I will say this before I tuck in for the night. I will always lean towards the option of stepping into knowledge than keeping ourselves in the dark if we're talking between opening or not opening these boxes.
I'm
I don't like
opposed,
not knowing what we're dealing with.
I worry what
s-
will happen if we open.
Like, is it keeping something terrible locked up?
I have a very upsetting theory. What if the boxes are holding the apathy guy and the fear guy? I think that's the other one. And what if the one in this box stole the thing from the Sun Rock lady, and that's why she wants us to open it? Maybe she wants to, but how will she fight without a sword? I don't know, but she maybe wants to fight whatever is in the box for the
What if-
thing back.
My other theory on the boxes is that what if it's part of the seal of the Rock King? We're so kittens!
They're foster babies.
Aw.
They're teething. They're my little murder muffin.
Oh my
Aw.
god! I'm not a cat person, but like kittens always get me.
They're just round.
They're
Sorry.
so round
Derailed.
and
I'm back.
cute.
No, fluffy.
Whatever.
But it could also be part of the seal for the rat.
It's just
It could be anything.
there's
I-
tools of the Rock King as well, so like the tools could be in the boxes.
I think we've had an eventful day. I think it is worthwhile to ask Brynn's mother, or at least mention to her that there's a second box if she knows something about the first. If she knows nothing about the second, then perhaps we should open it. But if she knows something about it, then that is information that we can have after just a night's rest. It may be worth the question, at least.
Let's try to think of like if when I do this again, let's just make sure that we have like it written down.
Written
Drop.
down. I think that's a good idea.
Written down.
Sans article. None of those.
What you should do is
It's
you should
hard to
write
do
what you
that on
want.
the fly.
You should write it down and then give it to Darby to remove the extra words.
Yes, exactly. I can do the opposite of proofreading for you.
That word's not necessary. That word's not necessary.
Well, before we go to bed, tomorrow, that's one thing that we're doing. And then we're going to get a tour from Eowyn. And then we're going to try to go to these ruins.
That
that
sounds like a plan.
About the ruins and Eowyn, I feel bad asking them to go with us.
Well,
Like,
it's
they are
logical,
very
they've been
strong.
there.
Yeah, but they looked really upset by the idea of going back there.
I think that they are in need of friends, but I don't think that they want friends. I think that they are, well, they said themselves that they are a danger to us. I think they are worried what might happen if they were to go along with us. But I do think they could use some friends.
I mean, yeah, we can all be friends with them, but I don't know, I just feel bad about making friends as we're going to a ruin that they didn't want to go to. But I just wanted to put that out there.
I am in
Well, if-
agreement.
I don't wish to force them to do anything they don't wish to do. I just would like the best chance we have of Sophie.
Kit Kat.
That is very understandable. And
Oh,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Not that I am really suggesting this, but Brynn, if we were to go visit your mother, your adopted mother, how long of a travel would that be? If we wanted to have more of a conversation in person.
Would be quite a distance. How long would it take to get to King's Call? Like 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Probably about a month.
Oh, there you go.
well,
Quite a distance.
Montage!
traveling montage. Going on a road trip.
So
Out!
unless we know someone that has a faster means of travel, it would take
Uh,
quite. Have I known Mia ever to do any kind of teleportation magic / enchantments?
Enchantment, sure, but not teleportation magic.
Dang it!
And I hate to say it, but maybe Calder knows how to teleport.
Oh gosh, it just sounded like you were choking on those words.
We also know
think
that the
Christ
Odad's
would
headed
be-
towards Camp Sorsa. Maybe they know some thing. Don't laugh at me.
It was just a
Nice.
thing.
Dang.
That is the kind of useful descriptor that we can enjoy from a sending spell.
Watch me fucking struggle every time.
It's okay. It's okay. That's why we're gonna write it down this next time. It's gonna be fine.
So,
On has turned into his bunk for the night while this discussion is happening and winding down, and he is actually going to read that letter
Okay.
in the
Aww.
little bit of candlelight he's got left.
Would you like it posted here or privately?
Privately.
Aww.
ow. Well, perhaps we call it a night then, and we will do more in the morning.
Oh, this is so well done. Okay, this does have to be shared.
Yay!
Aww.
I will slowly make my way over to a bed and take off my armor.
I'll step out the window that I keep posting up at with my diary and prepare to brood.
Enter brood mode.
Yeah, enter brood mode.
Know what chickens do when they're gonna lay eggs.
Relm's gonna lay an egg.
Oh yeah, we'd have to take a
Literally a
ship and
second.
everything. We did have to take a ship and
I-
everything to get to King's Call.
I'm first going to read this letter.
Me too! Me too. I'm gonna read
Aw.
a letter. You should read it out loud.
Yeah, it's be
Sure.
forever to read.
Yeah, do it.
My little whirlwind.
Yes.
I'm so glad to hear that you're alright. It's so close at hand in Ormershire, too. I've always wanted to attend the festival, but it was hard to find the time. Thanks for checking it out for me. When you're a famous hero, you'll have to take us back there so we can enjoy the festivities together. I think I deserve a vacation soon, and I think you should take us once you're an established force for good across the kingdom, of course. As for me in the inn, don't you worry, we're fine. Business is picking up, but don't you worry about that either, because I've hired some help here now. He's a little bit of a spacey, but he's a good man. You'll have to come by and meet him. Maybe after you're done turning Ormershire upside down, you'll blow my way. If you don't get hung up on all the things to do at the capital. I'm happy the monastery is giving you the opportunity you deserve to see the continent, and I'm so impressed by how far you've come. I hope you can come visit us soon. The Robinsons keep asking about you. I think they like to track your adventures as much as I do, so don't you dare stop writing me or I'll run out of things to talk about when they come in for dinner. Seriously though, make sure you're eating at least 2 good meals a day and drinking a lot of water. Also remember to start layering up soon because it's going to start getting cold. You better take good care of yourself when I'm not there to remind you. I know you're going to go where the wind takes you, and I'm always going to be your biggest fan. Just don't forget to come in for a landing every now and then and again, okay? I know you're going to do great things and the world's going to need a man like you in it, but I need you too, so you better come visit when you can. Okay, I better start writing before I write off the page. I love you, I love you, I love you some more. Be safe, and I can't wait to hear about the next chapter in your adventure. Love, Mom.
Oh,
Precious.
that's a precious.
Did Vaughn read that
None
out
of
loud
you
to
know
everyone?
it.
No.
Did Vaughn read that to everyone, or is that just like for us private knowledge?
That was just for your private knowledge. Vaughn is not reading that
Cool.
out loud to you.
Okay.
How dare you even suggest?
How dare you insinuate?
Forgetting my earlier tumble out of the top bunk, I will climb back up, and I'm going to pull out my sword.
Okay. You pull out your sword.
And I'm going to think at my sword.
Okay, what are you thinking at your sword?
I'm just going to say, hello, can you hear me?
Make a charisma
Wait.
check.
Oh boy,
Wait,
I'm
hold
really
on,
good
hold
at
on.
this.
I need to roll perception to see if I catch it this time.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 20.
Uh.
I have no charisma at all.
I got a 24.
Okay.
A dirty 24 to hear this.
So you hear not necessarily Darby speaking because they're just thinking very hard, but you definitely hear the sword unsheathed, and you can kind of guess what's happening.
That's what happens when Darby unsheathes their sword. Got it.
Hey, yo.
Darby, you think very hard at your sword. There is no response.
Going
You
to
got a
think
bit of a headache.
yeah, with my last fleeting bits of consciousness, because I've used my brain too much today, I am going to say, I'm sorry if you were mad at me. I just, would like to know a little bit more about you, but I guess we can talk later. Good night.
Okay.
And then I will gently sheath my sword and immediately start snoring.
Snuggling the sword in your sleep.
Just gently cuddling the sword in my sleep.
All right. Is anybody else doing anything?
Just writing in my diary by the window before I go to bed, but then I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Gonna be take out my harp and hug it before I go to sleep again, or try to meditate again.
Okay. Are you trying to manifest anything in particular?
I'm I'm trying, like, I'm trying to see if I can talk to her.
Mhm.
And so, like, I think that that's the biggest thing on my mind as I'm going to sleep is, like, I'm hugging the harp and I'm kind of, like, fetal positioning and stuff and just, like, in my head, like, I silently wish it's just, like, I need to talk to you. Where are you? I need you. And then I will slip away into meditation.
Okay. So you all turn in, cuddling your respective objects.
I mean, that's fair. I'm cuddling my skin.
Darby's
Like a
got a
security
sword.
blanket.
Vaughn has a book. Vaughn has a letter. The night is quiet. But Relm, you can't explain it. But your eyes pop open, and you feel wide awake. You look around, and you can see the sleeping figures of your friends in their bunks. Soft snoring, louder snoring from Vaughn and Darby, I imagine. It's warm in the room, but cozy. And that almost makes it worse when you hear a whisper loud in your ear. You made a mistake.
Get up
Mhm.
and try to stealthily go to the other room.
Make a stealth check. As you do that, you hear it again. You made a mistake.
What mistake did I make? I'm gonna say it really quietly. Oh, 27. Fuck, 18 plus 9.
So you are like a ghost when you slip out of the room. You could have grabbed it. You could have had answers.
What should I have grabbed?
The books. The books in the library. There's so much to know.
And I can go when I'm allowed.
Let's go now. We wouldn't get caught. I think your friends would love you all the more. You'd be handing them all the answers. You could be a hero. You could be important.
Shut up and go away.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck it up.
No.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That's 5.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, okay. So you hear, oh my god, I've lost my page.
Oh,
You hear that? What are these noises? Let's go now. With your skill, we can be in and out. No one would know. Let's go. Do you comply?
No.
Okay. I gotta get some stuff. Just have to count how you're level 5 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta get the right fucking dice. Okay. Just wanna.
Oh my god.
What is
oh,
what is
that's a
happening?
lot of dice.
lot
I
of
don't
dice.
know.
Oh boy.
So you refuse the order of the voice in your head. And when you do, you feel a stabbing pain. You hear a roar of frustration. And you take. I can do math. 13 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna pull out my flute and start trying to play really quietly.
While you play, you hear You're such a coward. You could help these people, but you won't because you're scared. They're gonna wake up and realize how useless you are. One of these days, they'll know.
And if they wake up and I'm in jail, I will be even less useful to them.
But that's where you deserve to be. Somewhere alone, rotting. Just a useless husk, a stupid boy.
Gonna try to play a little louder.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Just gonna
fucking
crumpled
duck.
on the floor.
That was a natural 1, so 4.
Oh!
Again, you feel a stab of pain. This time, 9 points of psychic damage. But your head pounding, aching. You keep playing. And gradually, the voice fades. And you are alone again.
I'm not gonna go back to the bed. I'm gonna just curl up on a couch or something in the other room and
Throw
hold
up
my
on a couch?
flute. Curl up. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I heard throw up on a couch. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Curl up and go to sleep.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Yeah, no.
Okay. You finish your song, and it seems quiet again. Find a little bit of comfort where you can on the couch. And just as you are starting to nod off, you hear a very disruptive thud from the front door. In your hesitation, you hear a pounding.
I mean, I would get up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and go.
Do we all hear it?
Um,
Or is it just...
It's okay. Let's hang on. Hang on a second. Well, that's not great. That's not great. Let's see how many people hear it. You, bitch.
Whoa.
And I do it again. Bop, bop, bop.
Whoa.
Not great. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. So you all hear the thudding. Unless you somehow have a passive perception below 10.
Well.
5 more minutes.
I'm gonna get up and go to the door to try shut up the fucking pounding. People are trying to sleep.
So
I'm
you
going
just
to be
yell through
alerted
it?
and get up and go.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go and answer the door.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll out of my top bunk.
So, Relm,
Bit
you
of
open the
point.
door, and immediately there is a looming figure in front of you, and they collapse forward, and you hear another thud, just barely moving back in time. This figure has large black horns curling out of white shoulder-length hair.
Ah,
They have the lower half of a goat, black furred, with white hooves and a long snake-like black tail with a little white tuft of fur. They are wearing clothing familiar to you, and as you overlook this large 7-foot figure collapsed on the floor, you smell blood.
Catch him when he tries
Juan
to
is
grab-
getting up immediately to go over.
Yeah,
Oh god, you're gonna try and catch him?
Make a strength
Yeah.
saving throw.
You know, I'm gonna fucking fall.
I was
under him.
up the minute that pounding
Yeah.
happened.
Save
and
him.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
same.
go
Yeah.
outside.
13.
Okay. So you put yourself under him as he falls forward, and you manage to catch him, but you definitely feel the impact. He's heavy.
I'm gonna start calling for my friends.
I
And
immediately run over.
Yeah.
the rest of you are coming out of the bedroom just as you realize that Relm is holding somebody up, the open door behind them. To two of you, that somebody is very familiar.
I'm gonna go help Relm with the...
Wait, somebody else is
But-
standing in the door, or we just
Yeah, I'm
know
gonna-
who's... I'm
The-
confused.
Nobody else standing at the door. You just recognize
Calder.
who has collapsed onto Relm. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Um,
I'm immediately going to cast Spare the Dying.
I was gonna say, as I help Realm shift weight, I'm just gonna use my piddly little 5 heal hands thing.
Literally lands.
Can I try, while they're doing that, can I try and figure out how they were wounded, what the nature of the injury is?
Okay. You can do a medicine check.
Yes. I'd
Guidance.
Like to do that.
Because I also would like to help.
Well, what's guidance? Because I don't think it's going to work.
Add a
anyway,
D4.
but,
If I'm helping
Yeah,
her, because I'm close up and touching him and looking him over also, by like pulling his cloak up and out of his face and kind of trying to like turn him with help, but to also look over the wounds, can I give her advantage?
Sure. So make that
that's good,
medicine
'cause
check
I
with
rolled a
advantage.
3. That is a nat 20, which with my guidance roll and my natural ability will be a 25.
That's pretty high.
Heyo.
So
Much
as
better
you,
than the 3.
as you sort of bring in this towering satyr and roll him over and realize that his chest is run through probably about 6 or 7 times, and the hole's probably about an inch in diameter.
So what would I recognize this as sword or a long sword or rapier?
You don't actually recognize this as a martial weapon. It seems too precise.
Okay. Do they seem to be coming around with the healing they've received so far, or?
Yes, as Spare the Dying is cast and 5 piddly hit points are restored.
I mean, I can give more. Like, yes, I can only give so much. We didn't have a full night's rest.
You do see the wounds are starting to close. They're not bleeding as actively, and Relm and Darby, you are covered in blood at this point.
How many hours did pass?
Probably no more than 4.
Yes!
We just, out of kind of like reflex, are just like attempting to field dress as best we can. Like it just is an instinct at this
Does
point.
anyone have a healing potion?
I do actually have a healing potion in my bag. I was about to say.
I'm just kind of holding, holding him up, but like holding one of the wounds. I'm all like, oh, covered in blood anyway.
Don't worry
We're
about a
just-
healing potion yet. I have level 1 spells, so
I
if
was
they
gonna
need more healing, yeah, I can
say-
use a level 1 spell. I just
I
don't have
mean, with the healing and the Spare the Dying that has been done, it does look like he's no longer in critical condition. It
We are
seems
just-
he'll live,
Okay.
even
so
if he's
Yeah.
pretty fucking banged up.
We're
we
just
should put him
tearing
somewhere to rest.
his really nice cloak and making bandages. And taking, we don't know that it's Calder really because no one said anything. We're just like, oh fuck.
Oh, by the way, this is what Calder actually looks like. Remember when I showed you that picture of him?
Right, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
should
now
probably-
tearing the cloak is more fun for me.
We should put him in a bed, maybe let him rest some,
Or-
and wait till he comes to.
Yes, it's.
We should probably
conscious
take
or-
watch from here.
Is he conscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. His eyes are closed and he's not responding.
He should be all right.
Yeah, I'm just.
Be all right by
Finish.
morning if we
Yeah.
set him down, let him rest.
Indeed.
I will help you. Bed.
Darby and I will get him over to a bed.
Okay. You pull him to one of the bunks and discover immediately he does not fit. But you can definitely still put him on the mattress, but his
I
legs kinda
sort of
hang
like
off.
I hurry up and I say, "Here, let's just lay him on the floor," and I pull down a pillow.
Oh, we could. Yeah, okay.
And then I get a blanket and put it on top of him.
I'm gonna go to the door and just look out.
Okay, do a perception check. This is the dorm door, correct? Like out into the hallway?
Yeah, just the one that he banged on. That is a 21.
Okay. You do
Yay,
not
that's
see
good.
anybody in the hallway. It appears he was alone.
At this point.
I'm going to look over my shoulder and say, should we tell someone about this?
I think we should probably investigate. This could be something that's affected the whole school. We don't know what's happened. This,
Yeah, you're right.
with that nat 20, could I guess that, since I don't think it's the result of a weapon, could I guess that it's the result of a spell?
Yes, you would be
Okay,
able
I
to
would share that.
determine, especially as you think it over.
Yeah. So I would say that I think there could be some serious danger. This appears to be the result of a spell and not some sort of attack. Well, at least not sort of sword attack.
So I should
go
put
get
clothes
Sandy.
on. We're going investigating. Okay?
Yeah,
The whole time I've just been like this. No.
could
Solace
go
is
get
immune
Sandy.
to Van's nudity at this point.
Vaughn's
She just doesn't even notice me. She's like, "Oh yeah, you should." You know,
You should
I
do
mean,
that.
we've all seen it, Van, but not everyone has. So maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, I have done all I can do to help him. So I will put on clothes as well and go.
Okay.
Wait, is Darby naked too?
Darby is in their underwear. They're not naked, but they're in their underwear.
Okay. Is Calder in his underwear? Who's wearing clothes?
He's wearing a familiar cloak. We recognize
Yes.
him by the cloak.
Okay.
Yes, he is wearing the same sort of ornate
Okay,
Talon outfit that you last saw him in.
Got
And
it.
it
I will say,
I was mostly joking.
tea and
mostly.
drink break.
Thank God. Okay.
And
Cool.
We'll be back
Okay.
in 5-10 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wah wah wee wah.
That's a lot.
I know. I'm sorry.
Wah wah wee wah.
It's because of all of the sips that I've been watching, because he says that a lot, and it gets stuck in my head.
Out of curiosity, there's no like showers in their dorm, right? Is there?
Not quite. You have a chamber pot.
Oh,
and
good.
You could inquire about the whereabouts of a bathhouse.
I think we're gonna need that after this.
Wait, are we?
We have had what would constitute a short rest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Me too, or no?
Yes, you would have had a short rest.
I get a long rest.
Brag about it.
I get a long rest.
She did.
Look at all
didn't
these
she?
spell slots.
Hey,
Look at them. I'm hang. What?
no, sir.
Oh.
Wait,
So I can't. Okay. Okay.
do I need to roll a hit dice?
If
for
you
my
you
want
short
can
to.
rest? Wait.
Choose to.
Oh. Or I can just
Are
say
you not
take
at full
take
HP?
short rest.
Yeah,
No,
back.
I got hurt a lot for that.
Realm took a lot of
Mental.
psychic damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're. I wasn't thinking about your dream thing.
Your head,
okay.
buddy.
But yeah, no. I also don't get any Whales of the Grave back.
Oh no.
I don't think any of us have gotten a long rest except for Brynn.
Yep.
Solace is like gently patting Calder's shoulder, like hoping he'll wake up and explain what happened.
Well, as you guys are getting dressed, putting clothes on, sort of gearing up to head out and investigate, you hear a very deep sigh on the floor. Just everyone
Yeah,
stay
I assume
calm.
I've stayed. Yeah, I've assumed I stayed kind of by his head, just like making sure he's because I had clothes on.
And you'll hear, that feels delightful, sweetheart. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
I was gonna stop with like his shirt half on.
Would you?
Yeah, like we're buckling like leather armor. Like,
She switches from like patting his shoulder to patting his cheek, and she says, "Would you like to wake up and tell us what happened to you?"
To be entirely honest, no. If you could all just quite happily go back to bed, we can enjoy a lovely bonding session where we all sleep and feel better, and go about our business in the morning. Now he's saying this, his eyes are closed, and like he's brought his
Yeah.
hands up to
No,
fold over
She
his
starts-
stomach.
She's patting a little more vigorously now.
Gentle strikes.
She's like, "No, I think that we should make sure that there's no further danger first, just to be safe."
I will
That
not
sounds
be able to
nice.
sleep until I go out there and look at trees in the dark, I guess. But
Well, if it will make you feel better, go ahead and go look at trees in the dark.
But
You
would
won't find anything here.
Yes, could you tell us what harmed you and how you came to be outside of our door? Harmed.
Well, I teleported here.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Can't teleport. Safe enough place to relax.
This guy.
How is Brynn reacting in character?
I look genuinely.
Like, to look at Brynn.
No, like I looked. No, that was Christine being like this fucker. But
Yeah.
Brynn
I'm
looks-
asking Brynn.
genuinely concerned for while she's looking
Oh.
at him.
Soul seems to take this all in stride, and she'll be like, "Well, yes, it is one of the safer places we've rested, but would you mind sharing how you came to be injured?"
I feel all the safer for being surrounded by my esteemed bodyguards. Truly, I should not have left without them.
Perhaps, I just.
yeah, you probably shouldn't have. You just get some rest, and I'm going to go look at trees in the dark.
I will fetch him some water and tell him to go back to sleep unless he wishes to share more information with us.
You are a darling. Lovely little thing. Thank you very much. I was feeling parched, but he's just lying on his back, eyes shut.
Would you like a
No,
pocket
I go
sausage
back to
before I
patting
go?
his shoulder. I go back to patting the shoulder, but now it's like that resigned, like. Okay.
Darby, would I be able to come with you?
Look
Sure.
at trees in the dark.
If you would like to, come with me.
I'm gonna get on a new cloak that's not covered in blood.
Okay. We change clothes.
I just heard yelling from downstairs. I can hear you guys, but I think I need to go fetch kittens.
Go get some kittens. So, you head out into the hallway? Or you're heading...
Vaughn, are
out-
you staying or?
Well, someone's got to stay here to watch Calder, and I can watch him in my sleep. We'll be fine.
You can watch him in your sleep.
Yes, we're
I
gonna
mean, I
sleep.
didn't.
We're going back to bed.
Capital idea. Everyone go back to bed.
You're not my dad. And then I'm going to walk out into the
That's my dad.
No, I need my full 8 hours. That's all I'm saying.
So, Vaughn returns to bed. Darby leaves.
Relm goes with
So
him.
we have 4 hours more until like daylight, or like when we wake up.
Yes, 4
I
more
could
hours.
use spells. I could use spells. Oh god, I could use a sending spell and then get them back for the morning.
Would sending them to be awake?
That is also a concern. Also, I cannot proofread
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
you're
fair.
going to send.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Okay.
good luck with that.
Right. All right. I'm not going to. All right. But I'm also not going to sleep. I'm going to post up somewhere so I can keep watch.
Okay. So Brynn keeps watch. Vaughn goes back to bed, and Relm and Darby leave. Solace, I think, is still resigned and patting.
Yeah, I'll stay. Yes, exactly that. I'll stay with Calder. I would like, if he seems any sort of aware, I'm going to ask him again where he was. But that's about the extent of what I know.
You probably infuriatingly get little more than, oh, just out for a walk.
The good news is it's Solace, and I don't know what it would take to infuriate her yet. I'm sure there's a limit, but I don't know what it is.
We haven't found it yet.
Does this
Dig
also
into his
remind
noggin.
Darby of their father?
Someone showing up bloody at a door? Yeah, probably.
No, I meant the meme.
Bad.
But, you know,
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But also, this has to be a thing. This reminds me of every weird toxic thing that happens. This reminds me of my father.
Field dressing wounds, just like with Dad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Solace will do like any patching or any, but she's not going to sleep right now.
Okay.
I am going to bring Ursa with me. As much as she probably hates it, I am bringing her with me.
She is not a nocturnal creature, so you'd rouse her from her nest, and she is just a puff of irritated feathers.
I'm going to gently deposit her into my hood and let her sort of nest in there.
Okay. So for the pair heading outside, what are you doing?
Before we go, did we want to tell anyone about this, or are we just letting him bleed on the floor till the morning? All right.
I'm asleep.
Were you asking Realm? I thought you were asking Realm because
No,
didn't you walk out with
before-
Realm?
Before
Yeah.
leaving, I just want to
Oh,
one more time ask: am I telling anyone about this? Are we telling anyone? Are we leaving it?
I mean,
You hear, I would prefer you tell no one.
Is it because you're embarrassed?
Cripplingly so, yes.
Oh, okay.
Spare my feelings. Keep this between us. What's a little secret between friends?
seem a little sarcastic.
Where are these friends of yours?
That, just so you know.
Oh, ouch! Fucking roasted. Real roasted.
Friends.
All right. I guess I will spare your feelings just this once, and I'm leaving for real this time.
Darby, in your head, you hear, if you see anyone around, and/or Starkiller or Sodby, perhaps let them know. But that's just my opinion. Alright, sorry for being in your head, bye.
And yeah, as they're walking away again, I'll make the comment about it. It seems a little sarcastic when you say it like that,
No.
Then she like makes a little, like she kind of tucks her lips together, makes a little like firm line with her mouth.
Mhm.
You could try to be a little more agreeable. You could.
I could. You are right. Why don't you go to bed, sweetheart? I didn't mean to rouse you all.
Where's
I
my
narrow
loud?
my eyes
By
ever
ending
so
up-
slightly.
By ending up at our doorstep, almost dead.
Pounding on our doorstep, but I didn't mean to wake you all. Sorry.
Didn't mean to wake you.
Well, at least you aren't going to bleed to death now, because that would have been very unpleasant for us to find tomorrow.
It would. I truly am so blessed.
You are truly full of shit. Okay.
Whoa!
She like stands up and she goes and gets him more water.
Very
Just to
sad
fucking
that I
pour
wasn't
on
there to
him.
hear that.
Me too.
Perhaps when you're feeling better in the morning, you can be a little more forthcoming, but for now, sleep is a good idea.
I wouldn't count on it.
Von's
And I
almost
give
sounded like a
him more
chuckle when
water.
Solace said that, by the way.
It's unconsciously reacting.
I'm going to post up just outside the bedroom door,
Okay.
and I'm just going to sit very ladylike outside the door.
Okay. Relm and Darby, you head through the halls to go look at trees in the dark. Is there anything you are doing or saying on your way?
I am going to just, as we're walking, just you. Were you? Are you okay?
No, not really.
I noticed when we were all clambering out of bed that you were not clambering out of bed with the rest of us. Did something happen?
Yeah, I heard voice a little more.
What did it say?
That I should break into the library and steal all the books, and that's the only way we'll have all the answers that we need.
I mean, it would give us answers, but you would probably be in jail or dead if you did that.
Where I deserve to be anyways.
I don't. Why do you say that?
It's what the voice said. It's what he always says. Things like that.
Do you think you deserve to be in jail?
I think I'm going to end up there one day. I think I worry that I will get violent someday, perhaps. Need to be put down. Or wind up in jail.
Well, you didn't break into the library tonight, so that must mean that you've tried to fight back. So who's to say you can't do that every time?
To be completely honest, it's painful to refuse. I'm sorry. We should be looking for blood
This
or
is
something.
this is important as well. I know there is a lot happening around us, and it's easy to forget about things that maybe seem insignificant right now, but we are all still just people with problems, and those problems don't have to be shelved to handle the business of gods or whatever is happening right now. So, I mean, go ahead.
When we were in the library and I was reading about things involving me, or potentially involving me, I did not read anything good, as I'm sure you can imagine.
What kind of things did you read, if you don't mind me asking?
There was not too much, but there was a theory that I'm being haunted. There was also a story of someone similar who, as I said, got violent and needed to be put down.
Well, as bad as that may seem, there is nothing saying that we can't find a way to stop you from being haunted.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope it doesn't come too late. I'm just worried.
Well, it is not a great comfort, maybe, but as long as we are together, I will do my best to make sure that you do not get violent or end up in jail. And we are on an adventure with lots of places that might take us to answers that can help you. And I don't know, I would be willing to sacrifice time or whatever we need to try to help you with this.
Do you think the others would find it maybe a burden?
I don't think so. I think they would be happy to help a friend.
Do you think I should tell everyone what happened?
I mean, I am of the opinion that putting all of the cards on the table makes it easier for everyone to help. But this is your... It's very bad to say it this way, but this is your... you have the choice. If you want to tell them, that is up to you. If not, I will keep it between us as long as I am able to.
Thank you. I will think about it.
Of course. And if you hear voices in the night like that again, you can always wake me up. You don't have to deal with it by yourself.
That may be helpful next time.
Of course, whatever you need. I know hearing voices and... I don't know, it, especially in that way, is very unsettling, I would imagine.
It's not a very nice voice. Of course.
Well, we'll find a way to get it out of your head.
I hope so.
We will. I'm confident that we will, somewhere in this big world.
Thank you.
Of course. Would you like a pocket sausage?
Yes, I would.
This have just been in there for like, what, 12 hours? 14 hours?
Aye. It's a magical pocket sausage. It's fine.
And a pretzel meat
Yeah,
off of
go
it.
bad.
No, it's wrapped in like a
Voting.
meat cloth or something.
I'm voting that.
It's a magical pocket sausage.
Yep.
I
Is
guess.
that what we
well-
call it these days?
That's what we're calling it now. So if you guys want to do a perception check while you're
Yeah.
looking in the dark at the trees.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. No.
Yeah, no.
That is a 22.
Oh boy,
Ow.
that is a 9.
Remember when you rolled all the luck out of your dice?
I mean, my stealth to get into the other room was 27. So
Did you roll that dice?
I rolled 18.
No, like, did you roll it at the beginning of the...
Yeah, and it rolled well. But the one I just rolled did not roll well.
Put that one that did a nat 1 in jail.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
So
which
sorry, it
one
was a 9 and a what?
22.
22. So, Relm, you find yourself looking out at the forest, and all you see is darkness. Darby, you too look out at the forest and see nothing but dark, but you do hear a shuffling behind you, and turn just in time to spot an unarmored Awen come through the door, and says, a little bit hurried, looking a little bit concerned, and says, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing outside at this hour?
Oh, they're
It's clear they rolled out of bed. They've got like patchwork trousers and a really loose-fitting tunic.
Oh no, we've
Um,
sent the people who can't talk to people.
It's okay. These are 3 people that I don't think are very good at talking to people.
It's true.
I don't want to lie to you, and it would give me great joy to embarrass this person. Someone has shown up at our door in not great shape, and we were just trying to make sure that there was nothing else following them into the dorm. I know we weren't supposed to leave, but it seemed kind of urgent.
Okay. Is there anyone else out here?
No, just trees and dark
that we can
Okay.
see.
that we can see, yes.
Okay. And at that, they kind of look also towards the trees. And also see nothing.
The wild dice.
Also,
Is this person going to be okay? Do you need healing?
I think he'll be okay. He didn't want us to say anything, but I don't. Like I said, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want more people to get hurt, and it feels like something that people should know about. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. So, what is the plan from here?
I mean, we were. We do just sort of like stiffen up a little bit. Like, we were just going to make sure everything was okay, and I mean, I was told again not to tell anyone, but I think maybe we should tell Sandy or someone, maybe.
Sorry, I realized I should have maybe asked this first. Who is bleeding in your dorm?
Ah, Calder.
one to
Okay,
worry about.
okay.
Mother.
I will go ahead and let Mr. Sanvi know. If the pair of you could, head back to your dorms for the night, and we'll deal with all of this in the morning.
Of course. But, could you perhaps not tell too many more people than Sanvi and perhaps Starkiller?
I was only just planning on telling Sanvi, truly. Starkiller makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, I don't like him. I know what you mean.
He's
He's just very, he's a presence.
yeah. The name also is a little bit intimidating, I
Isn't
guess.
it?
Yes, a little bit.
See, I thought so too, and everybody just sort of acted like it was normal.
Yeah, no, I famously really like the stars, so I am very scared. So
well,
maybe just Sanvi. Yeah.
just Sanvi, and if it's any comfort, at least you're not a star, so you know, probably not going to get killed. Probably.
Yeah, totally not the star. Will not get killed, probably.
Anyways, the pair of you should probably head back to bed. Speaking of the man, he might not take as kindly to seeing you wandering around in the dark talking about bleeding people.
That's very fair. You have a good night, and we will probably be seeing you and everyone in the morning.
Bright and early.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Try and stay out of trouble.
We will, but you know, it may collapse through our door, so anyway, good night.
So you head back to your dorm.
That was the best conversation I've ever witnessed.
That was pretty great.
It's the bestest conversation ever.
The sneakers
Calder
of the
is-
group piss off on the other side of the building, trying not to implode.
What will you do now, mouthpieces?
I'm the face now.
0 charisma modifier.
Oh no, it hurts.
So I will.
Oh, me too. 0 charisma modifier.
Told you guys! They're
Hell
not allowed
yeah.
to be alone together anymore.
Hell yeah.
So you return to the dorm. Vaughn is still snoring away. Brynn is posted up outside of the bedrooms. You have found nothing on your excursion. Everything seems to be quiet and normal in the academy.
Seems to be.
I am just going to step in and start taking my cloak off with Irsa in it and gently make a nest. I'm doing that thing like where you kind of did something you were told not to do and you don't want anyone to ask about it.
Is Calder pretending to be asleep/asleep?
Yes.
Is he okay? Can I do an insight check to see if he's really asleep?
Make an insight check.
Yes. That is a 24.
He's definitely still awake.
Okay, I'll when the boys come in, I'll kind of look at them and I'll say he's pretending to be asleep, but I think it's just because he doesn't want to talk to us about what happened.
That's understandable. That's okay.
Was there anything outside? Did you find anyone or see anyone?
There were lots of trees and lots of darkness, and Awen was there. And
Wait, Aowen was there?
yeah, Awen was there.
Darkness.
Yeah, remember?
Why was Aowen there?
Oh, because remember how we're not supposed to leave the dorm without Awen? I guess Awen knew that we left the dorm without them, and there they were in the dark with me and Relm.
Was
Do
she?
you think they have our door
all right?
alarm?
Is everything fine?
Oh, they.
You spoke to them, right? You spoke to Aowen,
Mm-hmm.
and
I told them everything.
what did they say?
They are going to tell Sanvi, but not Starkiller, only Sanvi.
And to maybe go back to our room.
And
not
we
leave
were
again.
told to stay here until the morning.
Okay.
Sorry, Calder. I hope you can recover from this embarrassment.
I pull like the spare blanket from the foot of my bed and I gently lay it over Calder. But I lay it over so it's covering his head.
That's, yeah. You just hear a deep but quiet sigh.
And then I get into my lower bunk.
You know,
Night,
someone
everyone.
Someone bled on me quite a bit tonight, and he'd better buy me a new cloak.
Or just pay us the rest of the money. Good night.
Less dry cleaning.
I'm going to take what is probably my last pocket stuff to gently place it
Okay,
on the
Daryl.
floor by his head.
I don't. That's just so you know. That's been in Darby's pocket all day. I don't.
But it was wrapped in a cloth.
I had one not too long ago. It wasn't terrible.
It was kind of
I
like
can't even make that joke. I can't. I'm not gonna-
a little tough and cold, but okay, good night.
Christ.
So, the rest of you bed down for the rest of the evening and finish your long rests uninterrupted.
Hey!
You wake up
That-
headache free, sunlight streaming through the window.
I get all my hit points back, right?
Yes.
It's Calder's still here.
So as you all awaken, or at least some of you come to, the rest of you are a little slower to rouse in the mornings. As the morning people come about, Solace, you look to where you had left Calder, and he is gone.
A fucking course.
I was watching. Did I see him leave?
You would have seen him leave the bedroom. He didn't go much farther. He's just taken a post on the lounge.
Ah. Is he still in his satyr form?
He absolutely is.
Cool.
Oh, you guys could have had a whole chitty chat.
I'm in my drow form.
Oh.
You would have found that he is still not very eager to talk. He's just not happy being on the floor and has sort of laid himself out on the couch and shut his eyes again.
And this is the morning now?
Yes. At this point, everybody is starting to wake up and rouse.
And how are we feeling this morning, Calder?
Much better, truthfully. It's amazing what a good night's rest will do. How about you?
I'm just fine, but you did give us quite the scare last night.
Oh. Scare? You? Me? No.
Going to raise a brow.
It's just smiling at you.
Considering you showed up like you did.
What? You've never had bleeding wizards show up on your door before?
Not at all.
No
Ah.
wizards. No.
Ah. Well, we
Oh,
are.
good morning, Vaughn.
Good morning. We are typically squishier than most, so well, sometimes we bleed. I know it seems very unlikely that I would bleed, but I do, and I did.
You
A
do
lot.
bleed quite a lot. I
A
kind
lot.
of walk into the room.
There's
Considering that
Probably
we did
another- no. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
considering we did help you survive, you could share with us a little bit of information as to why you were in the state that you were in.
Well, survive is a little bit severe. I wasn't going to die. Gosh, who do you think I am?
You looked rather like you might die. And
Well, we agreed to disagree. I got myself here, didn't I? If I were dead, that'd be very hard to do.
well, you know that it's gonna get very complicated if we have to debate whether or not you would have died on your own, or
It would. So
simply
we'd
by
better
fact
not
of
waste
bringing
our
your-
effort.
she kind of like he interrupts and she just like. Mm.
Gonna find Solace's threshold one of these days.
Me too.
Well, to spare the line of questioning, I'm sure you're all very eager to know what happened. I went to go see an old friend. We had a bit of a disagreement. He stabbed me a bunch of times, and then I showed up here.
Inside check.
He didn't
Agreement.
stab you though.
Is he really-
That was a
is-
spell.
Just like that.
Never mind.
Just like that. Yes.
Darby
well,
say this?
I was.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna turn it like slowly as that clicks. Put a pin in that for later.
Solace, he clearly did not expect you to have known that, and you catch him like looking quickly towards you, and for a second he looks impressed, and then a minute
I'm giving
later,
like neutral pleasant smile.
yeah, a second later it's gone, and he's just smiling again and says, "Yes, well, I guess we could say I was magically stabbed a bunch of times."
You could try not lying. Have you ever tried not lying?
You know what? I don't think I have. I think if, every word out of my mouth wasn't some iteration of a lie, I would simply implode on myself.
Yeah, I'm rather sure that might actually be the case. It does seem to be your natural state. But luckily, we don't need to necessarily know the truth unless it pertains to us. Is this something that is likely to be a problem again?
Well, it depends entirely on you, I suppose, and how much you continue to be involved with the wonderful likes of me. I do believe I owe you the rest of the payment, and I am here and happy to deliver it upon you, and then we can go our merry ways.
Did the magical stabbing have something to do with the acquiring of this payment?
Not at all.
Inside check!
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Hells yeah!
Damn it.
I did not roll well.
I didn't either. Yeah, I rolled a 10 as
always.
well.
I didn't either.
I rolled a 10 also.
So while you all have confidence that every word Calder says is some form of a lie, as he just said, he is difficult to read.
Yes.
Did this magical
Not if I
stabbing
try
have
to
anything
poke his brain.
to do with your glowing rock that you used in the woods the other night?
And he slowly turns to look at Darby and seems speechless for a second and says, "I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about."
You do, though, because I saw you with the glowing rock in the woods.
You know that time when you were gonna go pee? Probably.
Well,
Yo.
I know I seem to be a magical being, and I very much am, but I do need to pee sometimes.
With a glowing rock.
What I pee with is, frankly, none of your business.
That part is actually fair, bro. Just the one point.
Just like a quick off-topic question. You teleported here?
Yes,
How far can you do that?
pretty far, as long as I'm familiar with the location.
Like, across the continent kind of far?
Probably.
Okay.
But I'm not necessarily a fairy, if that's where this off-topic conversation was going.
Oh, it was.
Okay, understood. At any rate,
So back on topic, you were looking for a book on your way here, were you not?
yes.
Have you had any luck finding that?
Unfortunately, no. It seems to have escaped my grasp.
Did this old colleague or old friend of yours have anything to do with that book? And does this seem like something you would need assistance with?
See, my follow-up question to that is, why does it matter to any of you? I pay you, you go on your way, you do your whatever it is you do, and none of this ever bothers you again.
This dancing is getting
Except
very
you should-
annoying.
Dude,
Up bloody
To the
and
con-
board of that.
I guess
Everybody starts talking at once.
I just look away and I say-
of outrage.
Yeah, like this. I quietly say off to the side, this dancing is getting very annoying.
yeah,
I
to the
suppose
contrary,
we-
I see you as someone with problems to have and money to pay.
Mm.
So why not inquire?
Fair.
I suppose when someone shows up bleeding, it's hard not to be a little concerned.
Oh,
Even
I
if
knew
it's
you cared.
I
And
actually
as-
snort a little bit and then I stifle it quickly in hopes that Relm didn't notice.
And
He's
as
sitting there,
these rapid fire quips are happening, he is reaching around his person, sort of patting down his belt, and he finds his little satchel still attached and reaches in and produces another
His
coin
little
purse.
satchel is still attached.
I'm gonna cast Mind Link real quick with Brynn.
Okay.
Just really quick. If you would like to ask him to perhaps take us to King's Call, we could demand less of the payment that he owes us. Just an idea.
When did you learn to do this?
I don't know. It's not difficult right now.
Oh, good. You can speak in people's minds too. That's reassuring. All right.
And
I
he
things Relm didn't like.
throw
I know,
the
right?
satchel
Right,
down
Relm? I thought you
on the
didn't like
table.
that.
Yeah, didn't Relm yell at you for
I didn't
doing
say
this?
that.
He doesn't like
Yeah.
when you read people's minds. He's okay with talking in minds.
Yeah.
I can't read your minds. I can only communicate in your minds.
Yeah.
I can read your minds with
No.
detect thoughts, but I haven't done that to anybody yet. But no, it's
Yeah,
fine. It's
but
fine.
that-
It's totally fine.
that was the
It's
first-
totally fine.
Yeah. That's what
You
he
guys
was-
got upset at her when she
And
was talking in
Calder
your
has
minds.
put the coin purse down on the middle of the table and says, "Well, with this, I do believe our debt is settled. Thank you very kindly. You performed admirably.
Why did you bring us here?
I needed an escort."
Despite how you
You,
both saying that you are so powerful and you don't normally need help.
A wizard who can teleport needed an escort to an academy.
That's one.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Fair
cast
enough.
detect thoughts. I'm casting detect thoughts.
Okay.
And I'm so tired of this fucking dancing. And I'm gonna dig deeper. So he has to
Okay.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
He did need our help last night.
Wisdom
I
save?
woke up so
Yeah.
spicy this morning,
What's
Vaughn.
the
So that
DC?
doesn't count the gold.
Yeah. We are going to pocket
Oh,
our share of
hold
the
on,
money.
hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's right there. The DC is 15.
Rolled a 16.
Fuck!
Oh no!
Damn.
So
I glare at him and my eyes flash gold. I'm still in my drow form, so they get even brighter, and I try to dig. And he knows.
Okay. And the spell ends also when they say.
The spell ends. It's done.
So you can at least gleam from your initial probe that he is absolutely lying.
Yeah.
But as soon as you try and figure out what about exactly, he looks at you and kind of laughs a little bit and says, "That's very rude.
And you've been nothing but since you walked in the door, almost dead.
I think I've been very gracious. I thanked you. I paid you. I told you, everything is fine and go about your merry way. Didn't you have business of some sort to do?"
We just are curious why you enjoy touring with her so much.
It's not personal. I enjoy toying with a lot of people.
Isn't it personal? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Anyways, and he starts for the door.
I want an insight check, I'm pretty sure.
All right, roll an insight check.
That is a 23.
Okay. I mean, he's very deceitful, but he did not beat the 23. You garner that it does not seem personal at all.
Okay.
The toying part.
Right.
I would say you've
Right.
definitely gleamed there's more going on that he's willing to discuss here.
I sort of also make eye contact and I'm watching.
Gonna go up and grab the coin purse.
Well, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful time in Ashenhurst. Give Mistress Sanvi my best. And I will see you if you ever come knocking in my neck of the woods.
I would like to bid him farewell in like a traditional Sylvan farewell. Like whatever, so long, however you say that in Sylvan, yeah.
And you watch him kind of light up for that, a little bit endeared to you. And he returns the farewell.
Are
Are
you
you
sure you
going
don't
back
want to
to
stay? We're
Mordecai?
about to go ruins hunting.
Going back to Mordecai, and then what?
I said, are you sure you don't want to stay? We're about to go ruins hunting.
Oh, are you? What ruins, if I might ask?
King Casper?
That should be plenty fun for the lot of you. Do be careful. I've heard it's a very dangerous place for the inexperienced. Maybe biting off more than you can chew.
Keep that in mind.
We just mutter under our breath in isolation and just go back into the dorm room with
Wait,
the
what do
bed.
you say? What do you say? I know it's vision.
I know your language.
Something along the lines of just like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm like,
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay.
So the door shuts, and the satyr is gone.
I miss him, all things said.
Well,
I
he is
don't.
rather pretty in
I
both ones.
hate
but
the dance.
I don't think he's worth that trouble, to be honest.
Despise
even
the
if he is
dancing.
pretty.
I still
Well-
don't think he was that bad.
I just don't like people like that.
Again, he is very pretty, Solace says, and then she makes her way from
So are we waiting for Eowyn to come get us?
I'm sure we're going to get questioned by Sanvi at some point. They say from like where they've just face planted onto a bunk.
Perhaps they could
Alright.
find us at breakfast.
Breakfast. Yeah.
Do we also want to...
Immediately-
Also,
Everybody-
He's like, up dog.
if there are
Do we want to
shops
send that?
here, we actually
Ooh.
have money to spend now.
Oh yeah, how much is in the coin purse?
You
It's
count it out?
First.
Yeah, I counted out, and I'm like, not like out in the dorm area, in the rooms where it's just us.
It is an assortment of gold and platinum, but the total does sum up to another 3,000 gold.
Whoa, money. Whoops, that's incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 600 gold. Or 600 monies.
Yeah.
600 monies.
600
I
monies.
split it up to platinum gold.
Okay. Now I can get my own +1 leather armor.
Yay! Did we want to send that message also before we head out?
Certainly can hurt if you prepared to do so.
We'll need to figure that message out before I send it.
Yes.
I'd also like to ask if perhaps she could come here.
That might be worth doing because I don't think Calder is going to help us get anywhere without making it absolutely miserable the entire time.
Halder will never help us unless it also helps him.
That's
Like,
very
yeah.
true. Would be nice to see my mother ream him out, though.
Would
I-
take joy in that as well.
She has no patience for that type of thing. She's
Neither
also
does my
very good
dad.
at reading people. Yeah, right. I also don't know if I want to put her in danger like that.
Because there can be no doubt he is quite powerful to have survived whatever that spell was.
Unfortunately, I couldn't dig into his thoughts to know. Also, I need to put this out into the air now because this has just happened and I'm a little sour about it. Am I allowed to communicate silently with all of you or am I not? Because apparently Relm can do the same thing and I don't know where the boundaries are.
Realm can do what?
I can also send a message from.
Is that not something that you knew he could do?
No.
I
Oh,
totally sent you one at one point.
yeah.
It was
may-
pretty much
maybe-
nothing, but
Maybe everybody just does it at this point, and I'm just so used to it I didn't notice.
If it
So-
helps, I will not read your thoughts without your permission, but if I can communicate silently, I would appreciate it.
I mean, you can give it a go, 'cause
Apologies
it's usually just empty.
if the boundaries or whatever I said wasn't clear. I don't care about communicating, just don't read my mind is all.
I am the same.
I don't mind.
I understand. You're just very upset at me for communicating. Doing language is great.
It's
You're
just
welcome.
Alright. That's fine. I understand those boundaries, and I just want to know.
You
Now, a
can read
message.
my mind if you want. I don't really have a whole lot of secrets in here.
The only reason I use that type of ability is if it will somehow benefit us, and my prying into your thoughts is not on my to-do list, considering you share with me out loud anyway.
It's true. Don't really have any secrets to keep. I also can send a thought from mind to mind if I am near someone, just if we are sharing, and that is a thing that people wish to know about.
I can't do that, so I will never be in your head unless you're in mine first, I guess.
As many of you
Alright,
know
so-
now, I can as well.
I look at Vaughn.
It threw me through a bit of a loop,
What?
though. I'll be honest.
Why are people looking at me? What have I done?
Everybody else has just talked about whether or not they can send thoughts, and you haven't said anything yet.
No, yeah. I think if Vaughn could have, he definitely would have sent me one by now, probably.
Maybe when you were eating breakfast with Starkiller.
I don't.
So
okay.
sad. Vaughn and Darby can't just have like girl chat in their brains.
I want to just be like a constant stream of consciousness just between the two of them all the time.
Alright.
Solace does kind of raise her hand. She says, while we're talking, Darby, is everything okay with your sword?
Yes, I think so. They're not talking any more than usual. Or at all. So,
I do believe I can do something about your sword still, I'm just saying.
I just
Calder
want,
could also do something about your rock.
I just
Calder
want
said he wanted to destroy the rock. I wanted to help break the curse that's on Darby.
Just as long as you're sure that everything's okay.
My eyes are gonna cut towards Vaughn and then go back to Darby.
I think it is okay. I will ask that none of you hurt me if you can help it. I would say even playfully. I don't know what will happen.
I
That's
hold
not
up
really
a
sharing
hand.
at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I walk over to Darby and I punch them in the arm.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god!
I just
my
just
God.
I
We're
need
that
to see
kind of
what
punch.
happens. I need to see what happens.
Make an
This is
attack roll.
important. Oh well, that's good. An unarmed attack roll.
Yes.
Um,
Roll the hit.
shit.
I think
Shit.
everyone's just staring like, ooh.
That is a natural one.
Okay. So you
I actually
go.
poke him in the ribs.
You go to deliver what you think is a very hard punch, and I would imagine Darby reacts enough so that it's just a little graze.
why would
Well,
you do that?
I
Just said not to do that, and you did it anyway.
I turn bright red because that did not go the way I expected, and I say, "Well, I think we should test it, Darby. I feel like we should know."
I don't think we
happen.
should test it. Because we've seen it happen.
If we test it, someone needs to have something ready to put me down immediately.
This does not seem like. I'm just saying, it seems like if there's a chance that the sword could cause you to harm one of us, that might not be a good thing.
Yeah, you're probably right. But I don't know. I want to help who or whatever is in it.
But what if it's at the cost of one of us?
Yeah, that would not be good. I
Can't help it.
I will. Okay, and I am going to take the sword, and I'm going to just loudly think, "Speak now," or forever hold your peace, I guess.
Make a charisma check.
Oh, I'm great at these. A 6.
The sword is
Can I put my hand over Darby's and just I'll say, and I'm speaking to the sword, more or less directly. I'm not sure what sort of creature you are, but you seem to mean something to my friend, and I don't wish to harm you, but we also don't wish for you to harm us or our friend. So it would be helpful if you could communicate with us about what we need to do.
Make a charisma check.
Shit.
What's the name of the god of the other box that we have?
That is a 15.
Vaisaki.
So with a 15, the sword still seems silent.
I look sadly at Darby and I say, well, I mean, just be careful.
No, you're right. And I take the sword and just undo it from my side, and I kind of just toss it on the ground towards Brynn and say, "Do what you will with it." And I walk out of the room.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
This feels familiar.
Solace tears up a little bit.
So the sword is lying in the middle of the room. What do you do?
Okay. I don't have the spell I need prepared.
I want to go put
What's gonna happen? I only have to spell magic.
So Relm picks
Identify
up the sword.
good and evil?
Oh, wait. Do I? But no. I can dispel magic.
Yes, but we don't know what to dispel the magic yet.
I didn't know this was gonna happen today.
What are you doing with the sword, Relm?
I'm just holding it. Can't see. Maybe I'll try and talk in my head to it.
Oh shit! I can curse people. That's
I'm gonna
fun.
mind link with the sword. I'm gonna
Okay.
try mind link with the sword.
Okay. So you cast Mind Link. What are you thinking at it?
Fuck you.
Oh boy.
It's not Calder.
Hello? Is anyone in here? My friend would like to keep you, but if you're going to make him kill us, we don't want that.
So you
I can't
project
do
these
anything till I can
thoughts at the sword and find it stays silent.
Well, he doesn't want to talk to me either. I'll put it down.
I'm coming back into the room.
I'm watching Brynn to see if Brenn's gonna do anything.
And if
I know,
the sword...
I can't do anything with it right now. I need a night to prepare that spell. I just didn't know we were going to be doing this right here and now.
I'll reach for it and I'll say, if we're worried about it causing harm, I'm the least likely to harm any of you with it.
Can I try one more thing before, unless you've already done it? I just
I don't have the spell.
to say goodbye.
Darby, hold on to it for now, because I can't do anything until the morning, so we don't really have anywhere to put it.
It is the morning. Oh, you mean the next morning?
Yeah, because I have to sleep to prepare spells.
Sure, I will hold on to it for one more day.
Can
Please
And then
do not
the next day
playfully
we will.
punch me. And
Can I test? Can I do one more thing?
Sure, what are you doing?
I would like to send this spell before we call it a night.
I want to touch. Wait, is it sheathed, the sword?
Mhm.
I want to unsheath it,
Oh boy.
and then I want to try to cut my finger on the sword.
Okay.
Oh my
So
god.
You suffer a point of damage.
Why would you do that?
Just to see what happens. Maybe it'll respond to blood.
But the
Oh,
I take
it
the
does
sword from
respond.
Relm.
Oh god.
We are going to somberly step in and just snatch it from whoever has it, and we are leaving the room for good this time.
Darby, I need you to proofread my letter to my spell.
So, Relm, you've suffered a point of damage. You've cut your finger, but there doesn't seem to be any other reaction.
I'm just gonna shove my hand in my pocket then. Meh.
Does Brynn ask?
Quietly bleeding in your pocket.
No, I do be like, Darby, I need you to help me with this spell.
They stop in the doorway and kind of grunt under their breath and just keep walking.
Oh, okay, bye.
Okay.
I don't think now is maybe the best time. But
Then I'm just going to send it.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been trying to write it down and cause well, so far I have like a little notebook or something, I don't know. Found another box. Symbol of Vaisaki. People are hunting for it. And that's all I got. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
Can you give more information? More information, please.
Okay. No, okay, so
Is
1,
that-
2, 3, 4, 5,
It's a wood
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have to do it right! Too deeply involved.
Can you say what's in the box? Just see if she knows.
What's inside? Miss you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I got there's 4 more. What's inside?
While this is happening, can I ask a quick question?
Mm.
Would there be like... I know it's kind of a magical focus school, but would there be like a training ground for martial fighters anywhere?
I mean, potentially. Are you going that far? Like, are you leaving the academy?
Well, like...
Okay.
They just want like something that they could whack without causing problems at this point.
Training dummies.
Yeah, or a tree. No, not a tree. Probably a training dummy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
A tree.
Darby should have heard before the tree. The tree didn't deserve it.
Okay. I got it. Okay.
We all walk out to the courtyard and there's a dummy that just has Calder like carved into its chest.
And his name is Vaughn.
Okay. So just before we wrap this up, because I know it's 4 o'clock. I'm gonna send a message to Mamma Mia.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay in the room while everybody walks out, I guess. Found another box. Symbol of Vaisaki. People are hunting for it. Do you have more information? Too deeply involved? What's inside? I can't stop now.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
So you again project your thoughts to your mom. And in response, you hear, "For your own safety, I can't explain much. The boxes contain keys. If the keys fall into the wrong hands, it's over."
Wrong keys fall into the wrong hands.
We know so much now.
Into the wrong
So
hands.
feel.
Inside, okay. Fudge cake. Literally what I say.
So, with that, we will call it here and pick up next time at the top of this day over breakfast and finally meeting again with Sanvi to discuss what had happened.
Fist.
I super need to pee,
Me
but thank
too.
you all for playing.
Thank
you.
you.
Yay.
We'll do this
Soon.
again sometime real soon.
Yeah, rest down.
Thanks.
Listen.
Bye.
Bye bye.